Hey collectors, this is Paul with Collector's Escape talking today about mystery books. Now, in our library here, our master library, we've been collecting mystery books, and today I was donated several hundred books to our library from some avid mystery readers. And it's given me the chance to add to some authors that we've already started with, and even better, to get a little more knowledge on some authors I wasn't familiar with or only knew cursory. We're going to share some great titles and hopefully either expand your reading knowledge of additional new mystery authors or get you thinking about some new authors maybe you haven't read before. And the one thing about mystery is that it's everywhere. So no matter if you're a horror book reader, or you're a science fiction book reader, or a dystopian book reader, even a comedy book reader, and almost all the different genres, at some point or another, they add mystery to make it compelling, to give a story that's interesting and gives the different players within the story something they need to try to do. So mystery is there all the time. Within the mystery genre, there's a lot of different kinds, and we're going to talk about those today. Now, I got some new James Petterson books. We were already collecting James Petterson books, but I want to share a couple titles. Midwife Murders was one that we got. This is a contemporary, relatively new book. The Warning, a James Petterson, first time in print book, which I'm very excited to have. And then some different kinds of James Petterson books was called First Shot books. And these are unique in some ways. For James Petterson, it's unique because these books were short books, 150 pages or less, with a specific purpose. And this comes from James Petterson. You could read that inside the books. It's like, look, these books have no fluff. They're straight action. You're right into it. It's a complete story, and you can get it for very affordable. Kind of like serial movies were in the old days. Now, this has been done by Stephen King with The Green Mile. This has been done by Dean Koontz. This has been done by a lot of authors that picked up on, it's compelling from a selling point because you can sell a bunch of these, but also from a reader's standpoint in that you don't have to invest a lot of time to get from beginning to conclusion. And if you're like me and a lot of other readers, you find joy in concluding a story and moving on to a new one. So here's an example of one of what they call hot shots or book shots stories from James Petterson. And most of these he either wrote by himself or he writes with another author. And they are gritty, get down to it, manhunt on this one, books that you don't have to wait very long. Here's The Medical Examiner. And you're immediately immersed into the story, fast-paced, fast-driven. Let's play make-believe. Very cool little genre. I've done it in my own book writings with 50'sville because I like the serial novels. They're short, they're quick, they keep moving, and you can jump into any part at any time. With the serial novels, these are complete novels in 150 pages or less, but with serial stories you can jump in anywhere and move forward. Here's a book by John Sanford, another big mystery writer, and these are the kind of murder mystery, body in the swamp, serial killer type of books, gritty, sometimes dark, sometimes bloody. Now, another genre of books that mystery writers will know about are what they call cozy mysteries. And I would tell you right away, cozy mysteries is not a slam at all. Some people think that means that the mystery is not serious. They are. They're well written, great stories, but cozy mysteries tend to be a little less gory. They tend to be a little bit less Silence of the Lambsy. They tend to be a little bit lighter, a little bit happier beat. Some of the cozy mysteries incorporate animals. Some of the cozy mysteries incorporate food recipes and different things. I really enjoy them. I'll link below. I have over 300 books that I have the synopsis put to music in a real entertaining format, and there's several cozy mysteries in here. Well, Janet Evanovich, to me, writes in the realm of cozy mysteries. This is a powerful author that I had seen books on before. Here's Visions of Sugar Plums, with a little bit of a lighthearted, festive mood to it. I had seen a lot of her books, but I'd never had it in hand. And now I do, thanks to this donation. Full House by Janet Evanovich. These are very well-crafted, fun mysteries. They remind me a little bit of Clue, and very, very neat. Now here are some authors that are totally new to me, but I wanted to share them with you. Here's Tammy Hogue, Kill the Messenger. Tammy Hogue and Kill the Messenger. This falls into sort of a legal, attorneys, sort of John Grisham-ish, but completely its own kind of standout book. Greg Iles, The Quiet Game. This author's new. If you're familiar with this author or Tammy Hogue, leave a comment. Share some ideas and some thoughts. Tess Gerritsen. This is another new one. This is about a Boston Examiner finding women murdered and going on a homicide investigation, and very, very looks very compelling. We also got quite a few Daniel Steele books, and Daniel Steele, over 480 million books, a juggernaut of an author who writes on several different things. The themes jump around. Here's one with Leap of Faith. This is sort of an attorney mystery book. Here you've got One Day at a Time. This story, much more of a love story, much more of a coming of age, growing hearts kind of a story. The same thing with In His Father's Footsteps. And so while I see that Daniel Steele has mystery, has murder, there's a lot of personal growth in her books. There's a lot of coming from one tragedy to another, what you might call drama. And there's a mix of this in these Fern Michaels books. When I first started looking at these Fern Michaels books, it's like, you know, this isn't really mystery. This is more of drama. But this book here is definitely Hot Shot, has definitely got mystery and murder in it. Lethal Justice. This is an interesting woman-related book, or women-related book, and getting justice, talking about the legal system. A very well-crafted, interesting book. Sins of the Flesh. I had heard about Fern Michaels, but never, ever read her book. Sweet Vengeance. This is about murder and a murder conviction, a wrongful murder conviction. Delta Ladies and Promise, Texas. These books seem to be much more about personal growth. And 20 Wishes seem to be a little bit more about personal growth and just people learning through life. Let's see here. Preston and Child, Brimstone. This is a mystery, but this is where you have the collusion of mystery and supernatural dark forces. This would fall easily in the horror genre, but it is constructed as a mystery. I find these books very, very interesting. I find that when I can expand my knowledge on any part of a book genre, I'm more rounded and I find more stuff to read. David Baldassi, if I didn't say his name wrong, I hope I didn't. A New York Times best-selling author, but a compelling author of thriller books. You'll see his stuff everywhere. I now am the proud owner of a whole bunch of these books to be able to get into, which I'm very, very excited about. We've talked about our Agatha Christie complete collection. We've shown those. I think many of Agatha Christie's books could have easily fallen into what they call the cozy mystery. So please don't think I'm saying anything negative against cozy mystery, because I love cozy mysteries. And I love these mystery books. And here's our mystery shirt of one of my favorite 1940s Charlie Chan mystery television guys. And if you didn't know it, Sidney Toler, who played Charlie Chan, is buried in my hometown here in Wichita, Kansas. An interesting piece of information. All right, we're going to be coming back with more collectors, comics, cards, books, everything you can collect. Glad to share a little bit about mystery books. Look for our mystery book t-shirts below. Send us your comments, subscribe, and tell your friends. Paul for Collectors Escape. Have a great day.